What's up guys, it's Darfield again. Decided to see if I can make a video about Dashwalk because surprisingly a lot of people don't really know about Dashwalk on Falcon. They probably heard the tech name before and probably seen it on a couple other characters and stuff. But on Falcon it's actually extremely underutilized and a lot of people don't know about it. And most of the matchups that I put in even in the video that I made before on my matchup chart, a lot of people really don't believe it's even. But simply because of IDJ and Dashwalk, which I didn't really, talk about at all in the previous video, makes those matchups even. And I know a lot of people don't really know what Dashwalk does for Falcon, and I'll show you right here. Now what it does is not only does it give us a faster initial dash, but it fixes our turnaround like this. Instead of us running backwards like this, which ends up messing up our mobility and our neutral, we can end up doing this instead. It makes our initial dash go more farther, and it doesn't make us move backwards anymore, which causes us to get hit when we run back. So the use of this is obviously really good against, matchups you're supposed to bait and punish properly with, or getting in on zoner or trapping characters and kind of mixing up the normal dash and the Dashwalk dash to kind of, get in their range and bait and punish more properly. It also covers a lot more space, so our burst options can be used well. But I wouldn't really advise using Dashwalk to, try to think of, oh, we got our smash forward Dashwalk grab back. I wouldn't really use it for grab. It's mostly for just pressuring and making people panic for you to bait and punish, and then find your opening to read them again. And then that's when you kind of get your combo starters at, because doing this, like moving forward and dash walking forward for a grab, it does work. It's way better than our normal dash into grab. Or if you're just going to run back like this, let me move back in the middle right here. If you move back like this and your grab comes up short, it does work too, where you use dash walk like this and it just grabs your opponent better. But most of the time, by the time you use dash walk to close in, they're obviously going to end up pressing a button rather than just holding shield, because most opponents at top level always do that. Every time you use dash walk or any sort of dash forward, they'll either throw out an option to get you off of them, jump, they're going to roll, spot dodge, something. So dash walk is a great tool for conditioning people into pressing any sort of button to get away from you. So you can download that data into using that neutral interaction to kind of know what defensive options he loves to mash every time you get near him, whether it be roll, jump, etc. And it's a really good tool. And not only does it increase our initial dash, it fixes our turnaround, so we can bait and punch properly. We can move forward, back, and then forward again, and then grab. It's really good. And a lot of Falcons underutilize that. They really do. Let me show you how to input it. How Dashwalk works with Falcon, or what any character in general. How you're supposed to do it is you're supposed to dash forward, and you have to have tilt stick for this. You have to move forward and C stick back, and I think a 2-frame window. And you can't hold the C stick, it has to be flicked a single time, like 2 frames after you dash. So you gotta dash first, then 2 frames after, flick the C stick back. Don't hold the C stick, because you're gonna end up doing this, forward tilting. You're gonna end up forward tilting like that, and it's gonna stop you. The way to confirm you did a dash walk is if you dash walk and you keep moving forward, and you're gonna end up walking like that. That's how you know you perfectly did a dash walk. But the thing is that since Falcon's initial dash is buffed so much, you don't need to do it multiple times. You can just do it one time like this, and it already covers like almost half the stage. So you have to make sure you use it properly. Catch landings, bait and punish properly, like forward, back, and then forward again. And sometimes you don't even need the dash walk the whole thing. You can just do normal dash, or normal dash walk back, and then dash walk back in. Now, my favorite thing to do with a dash walk is I love to catch landings with it. It's so good. Not only does it gives us a better initial dash. Let me put them at 35 real quick. Let me put Rob right here at 35. Best part about it, since it makes us walk like this after the animation is done of us dashing like this, it makes our shield come up faster than a normal dash. Because when you go full dash, your shield comes up way slower. But with dash walk, it's like instant. Look at this. So it's perfect for parries. I'm gonna program Rob to do Nair real quick right here. Hold on. And I programmed Rob to Nair. Now what dash walk should do, it should allow us to basically get under him in time to parry him. Now this is really good against falling aerials, especially if you can read the landings for it, because with normal dash, it's either gonna be safe or your shield isn't gonna come up in time and you're gonna end up getting hit. But with dash walk, what you can do is have enough time to get under it, have your shield come up like this. See how fast that is? Comes up way faster, and it'll end up making your parries a lot more easier, like this. Like that, and it's really good. You can end up getting a side B. Give me a second. You can end up getting your side Bs better as well. And then it could lead into other stuff. Like you can get side B punishes off IDJ from dash walk, like this. And it's really good for catching falling landings. You can do that to set up IDJ combos. You can also shield a lot more earlier. It buffs your initial dash, and it fixes your turnaround so you can bait and punish properly, like this. So it really gives us a normal dash. Unlike Falcon without dash walk, which gives him an annoying turnaround where he ends up getting hit just for running backwards like this. He ends up getting hit like that, so instead you can just use dash walk to get out the way properly. So instead of a normal dash like this, we can actually have a normal dash now, where it actually gets us out of the way in time. So use this to your advantage. Make sure you get used to the timing of the inputs of dash walk, whether it's dash first, like dash right, C stick back, or dash right, C stick left, or dash left, C stick right. Don't hold the C stick because you're gonna end up, you know, doing like a forward tilt, and you really don't want that to happen. And it's also really, really good for bait and punishing as well. So it just takes time getting used to the inputs. So I would definitely advise learning on all this. However, for certain matchups like Min or characters with insane range that can just, you know, read when we're gonna run in, I would advise not using dash walk in matchups like Min where she can throw arms and not risk any sort of she can't really risk running in at all. Well, you have to. So it's best to walk in matchups like that. But if you know that you can get away with dash walk in certain scenarios, then that's when you can go for it. So it's a mix of either walking and dash walking. So it's not really advised to use normal dash unless it's sort of a mix, so, you know, where people know you're gonna abuse dash walk, and then they're not used to using the normal dash, because this distance is what they'll assume you're gonna cover. This distance dash walk right here, when you can just go like this, a normal dash, and then wait and then punish. So we got basically 3 ways of, you know, breaking. We can use walking, normal dash, and dash walk, which boosts our initial dash more. So if anything, it's kind of a blessing that we have our normal crappy initial dash. So we have 3 ways of approaching: walking, normal dash, and dash walk which is really, really good. So try learning this. This is really, really good. I'm really annoyed that a lot of Falcons don't know how to do this, or they knew about it yet they never bothered to put this into their gameplay, because this tech with a mix of IDJ makes Falcon top 15 in my opinion. He's really good, because people always complain that his turnaround's bad, his initial dash is bad, but it really helps out. It's like one of the best characters in the game with this tech, and it's really, really good. So that's basically just a video I just want to show you. I just wanted to keep it short and sweet, and I wanted to give you guys, you know, an example of one example of how you can use Dashwalk, and I'll try to incorporate that into whatever matchup you guys are having trouble baiting, punishing in, or having trouble getting in on. So try experimenting with it. There's no reason why you shouldn't learn it. It's really good. It literally fixes Falcon's turnaround, and it gives a better initial dash, and it makes your shield come up faster. So learn this as quickly as possible. So I most likely will make another video. I'll keep it as a surprise. It's another tech video, but I'll keep you guys tuned in. So I just wanted to make this video just for you guys. So let me know in the comments, you know, about how it really makes certain matchups easier, or if it really just helped make the character easier to play overall. So I appreciate you guys tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next video.